prestigious North-South All-Star Basketball Showcase is coming your way live and free exclusively right here on the OH Report, featuring the absolute best senior standouts from the state of Ohio. And as you saw, some of the top coaches that you may know from your time spent right here on our channels. These kids competing at the high school level for the final time, and you can catch all the action with pregame coverage and opening tip-off from Olentangy Liberty coming up next.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH Report, the future of local sports.
We know you love to head to the ballpark, but when you're unable to, let us take you out to the ball game on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and as always, live and free on the OH Report.
She got that.
This Saturday, catch one of the biggest basketball events Ohio has to offer, featuring top talent from all corners of the state. The OH Report is proud to partner with Bleacher Republic for the Buckeye Classic AAU Basketball Championships, streaming 9 featured games from Fieldhouse USA in Columbus with a scoreboard, instant replays, and post-game interviews with highly touted prospects, playmakers, and future stars on the high school hardwood. For just $2 per game, you can watch all the action on your smartphone, tablet, TV, or PC. And it's only available through the OH Report website. So get your full-day pass at OH.Report/Buckeye Classic and find out who's got next in Ohio high school hoops.
She got that.
Pre-game coverage of tonight's North-South girls basketball game, brought to you by BS Media Productions, a 5-star rated video production company responsible for all the graphics that you are about to see tonight. And you are going to see some 5-star competition as well, as the stage just about set here at Olentangy Liberty High School. Both teams out on the courts, getting set as we first honor America with the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside of Olentangy Liberty High School for tonight's North-South All-Star game, featuring some of the top players in the entire state of Ohio. All seniors, most of them looking to continue their playing career up at the next level. We've got the great Michael Clapper. He is on the microphone tonight as your in-house PA announcer. He's about to take over, introduce you to all of the athletes that you're going to experience right here live and free tonight. Most of them are district players of the year. All of them are all Ohioans and plenty of cachet. So it's going to be a fun, exciting night, as it always is for this North-South All-Star game. And we are just a couple minutes away from tip-off here and seeing the very best that Ohio has to offer, lace them up for the final time as high school athletes before they move on to the next level. But now, we'll toss it down to Mr. Clapper.
Has accumulated an overall record of 241-92 at Unioto. His teams have won 8 league titles, 8 sectional championships, and 3 district championships. This year, his team finished with an overall record of 21-5 and won a district championship. Assisting chef is Amy Hughes from Portsmouth. Amy has a career record of 259 and 102 during her 16 years as a head coach. She's had coaching stints at Rock Hill, Ironton, Chillicothe, and Portsmouth. Her teams have won 4 league titles, 5 sectional championships, 4 district championships, 3 regional championships, and this year her team won the Division 5 state championship, finishing with an overall record of 27-1. And now, fans, let's meet your North All-Stars. She was first team All-Ohio in 2025, first team Greater Cleveland Conference 24 and 25. School record points in a game with 38 and season with 515. Player of the Year, Northeast Lake District 2025. First team Northeast Lake District 2025, and the school record 3 points gold made with 80 this season. From Strongsville, Kennedy Neal. And fans, presenting a commemorative coin tonight to each player is from the Ohio Army National Guard, Chief Warrant Officer 3 Ratliff. She was Special Mention All-Ohio 2025, First Team North Coast Conference 2025, News Herald Lake County All-Stars 2023, 24, and 25, Honorable Mention All-Ohio in 2024, All-Conference 2023 and 24, Most Valuable Player of Lake Catholic Girls Basketball in 24 and 25, and intends to go to John Carroll University to continue her education from Lake Catholic, Carmella Sowers. She was third team All-Ohio in 2025, first team Northeast Lake District 2025, honorable mention All-Ohio in 2024, honorable mention Northeast Lake District 2023. And her college of choice is Malone University. From Magnificat, Sophia Wilson. She was first team All-Ohio in 24 and 25. Player of the Year, Northeast Inland District in 24 and 25. First team Northeast Inland District 22 and 23. Player of the Year, Medina County in 24 and 25. She was also Special Mention All-Ohio in 2023, Honorable Mention All-Ohio in 2022, First Team Medina County 2022 and 23, and First Team Cleveland Conference 22 and 23, and intends to go to Coastal Carolina University from Medina, Olivia Klinek. She was third team All-Ohio in 2025, first team Northeast District in 2025, honorable mention Northeast Inland District 2024, National Honor Society 24 and 25, and first team Stark County 2025. She's undecided on her college choice from Massillon, Washington, Lanai Moore. first team All-Ohio in 24 and 25. Player of the Year District 4 in 25. Player of the Year Stark County 2025. Player of the Year Principal Athletic Conference 7 in 2025. First team Player Athletic Conference 7 in 23, 24, and 25. Honorable mention District 4 23. First team Northeast Inland District in 2025 and second team Northeast Inland District in 2024. She intends to go to the University of Mount Union from Tuslaw, Brianna McCabe. She was second team All-Ohio in 24 and 25. Player of the Year East District in 25. Player of the Year District 5 in 2025. Ohio Valley Athletic Conference MVP 23, 24, and 25. First team OVAC in 23, 24, and 25. And first team District 5, 23, 24, 25. And first team East District in 20, 23, 24, and 25. Her college of choice, Purdue University Fort Wayne, from Indian Creek, McKenna Scott. She was first team All-Ohio in 2025. Player of the Year, Inter-Valley Conference 24 and 25. Player of the Year, East District, District 5 in 25. She was first team East District, District 5 in 22, 23, 24, and 25. Third team All-Ohio in 23 and 24. Special mention All-Ohio in 2022. She was first team Inter-Valley Conference 22, 23, 24, and 25, and Miss Basketball finalist in 2025. Her college choice is yet to be determined. From Strasburg, Franklin, Riley Thomas. She was first team All-Ohio in 2025. Special mention All-Ohio in 23 and 24. Player of the Year, Northwest District 2025. Player of the Year, District 6 2025. She was first team Northwest District in 23, 24, and 25. First team District 6, 23, 24, and 2025. And first team Sandusky Bay Conference 2023, 24, and 25. And Player of the Year, Fostoria Club in 2025. Going to the Ohio Dominican University from Tiffin Calvert, Alyssa Rusty. She was first team All-Ohio in 2025. Player of the Year, Northwest District in 2025. Player of the Year, District 6, 2025. Player of the Year, Mid-Ohio Athletic Conference in 2025. She was special mention All-Ohio, not 2023 and 2024. First team Northwest District in 24 and 25. First team District 6, 24 and 25. And first team Mid-Ohio Athletic Conference 23, 24, and 25. She's going to the Ohio Dominican University from Shelby, Eve Schwemley. She was second team All-Ohio in 2025. Honorable mention All-Ohio in 2024. First team District 6, 2025. First team Green Meadows Conference 24 and 25. She was first team Northwest District in 2025 and third team Northwest District in 2024 and second team District 7 in 2024. Honorable mention District 7 in 2023. Going to Bowling Green State University from Antwerp, Carolina Roar. She was Player of the Year, First Team All-Ohio in 2025. Special mention All-Ohio in 2023. First Team Northwest District, District 8 in 24 and 25. She was First Team Northwest District in 24 and 25 and Player of the Year in the Putnam County League. Third Team All-Ohio in 2024. Player of the Year, Northwest District, District 8, 2025. And First Team Putnam County 2023, 2024, and 2025. And First Team Northwest Conference 2023, 24, and 25. From Columbus Grove, going to the University of Findlay, Lauren Hackmuty. And ladies and gentlemen, how about an out round of applause for your 2025 North All-Stars. And now, fans, let's meet tonight's South All-Stars. She was first team All-Ohio 2023 and 25. Player of the Year Southwest District in 2025. Player of the Year Districts 9, 24, and 25. Player of the Year Central Buckeye Conference 22, 23, 24, and 25. She was second team All-Ohio in 2024. First team Southwest Districts in 23 and 24. First team District 9, 22, and 23. And third team Southwest District in 2022. Attending the University of Cumberland's from Urbana, Peyton Mounce. She was third team All-Ohio in 2025. Player of the Year District 10, 2025. First team Central District 2022 and 25. Third team Central District in 2023. Honorable mention All-Ohio in 2024. She was first team District 10, 2025. Honorable mention Central District in 2024 and first team Ohio Capital Conference in 23, 24, and 25. She'll be attending the University of Dayton to run track from Hilliard Darby, Kiana Wade. She was first team All-Ohio in 2025. Player of the Year District 11 in 2025. Player of the Year Knox-Morrow Athletic Conference 2025 and first team Central Ohio in 2025. Honorable mention All-Ohio in 23 and 24. First team District 11 in 2024. First team KMAC in 2024 and second team Central Ohio in 2024. Attending Shawnee State University from Fredericktown, Kelly Carpenter. She was first team All-Ohio in 2025, second team All-Ohio in 2024, special mention All-Ohio in 23, first team Ohio Valley Athletic Conference 23, 24, and 25. She was first team East District in 23, 24, and 25. First team Twin State League 23, 24, and 25. Honorable mention East District in 2022. Her college is undecided from Fort Frye, Emmie Duskey. She was special mention All-Ohio in 2025, second team All-Ohio 2024, Player of the Year District 12 in 25, Player of the Year East District in 24, first team District 12, 24, and 25, first team Muskingum Valley League 24, 25, and first team East District in 24 and 25, and second team MVL District 12 in 2023. Attending Ohio Wesleyan University from John Glenn, Riley Tomensky. She was special mention All-Ohio in 24 and 25, honorable mention All-Ohio in 22 and 23. Player of the Year, Ohio Valley Conference in 25. Player of the Year, District 13, 2025. First team Southwest District in 24 and 25. And first team Ohio Valley Conference in 2022, 23, 24, and 25. Honorable mention Southeast District in 22 and 23. MVP District 13 All-Star Game in 2025. Attending the University of Rio Grande from Chesapeake, Kate Ball. She was second team All-Ohio in 2025, Player of the Year District 14 in 2025, first team District 14 in 24 and 25. She was first team Scioto Valley Conference 22, 24, and 25. Special mention All-Ohio in 24. Honorable mention All-Ohio in 22. First team Southeast District in 24 and 25. and second team Southeast District in 2022. Undecided on her college choice from Unioto High School, Mya Hamilton. She was third team All-Ohio in 24 and 25. Honorable mention All-Ohio in 2023. First team Ohio Valley Conference 23, 24 and 25. First team Southeast District in 24 and 25. Second team Southeast District in 2023. Attending Georgetown College from Portsmouth, Asia Reed. She was honorable mention All-Ohio in 2025. Player of the Year District 15 in 2025. First team District 15, 2025. First team Southwestern Buckeye League 24 and 25. She was second team Southwest District in 2025. Honorable mention Southwest District 2024. And honorable mention SBL in 2023. Attending Heidelberg University from Waynesville, Tori C. And she was third team All-Ohio 2025. Second team All-Ohio in 2024. First team Miami Valley Conference 22, 23, 24, and 25. She was first team District 16, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Honorable mention All-Ohio in 2023. First team Southwest District 22, 23, and 25. She was third team Southwest District in 2024. And first team Cincinnati Enquirer 24 and 25. Attending Bowling Green State University from Purcell Marion High School, Kiara Miller. And ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for your 2025 South All-Stars.
Big shout out to John Clapper, always bringing the heat with the voice on the microphone, setting up tonight's occasion for both teams. And as you just heard there, I mean, what a embarrassment of riches that we have out on the floor tonight. Plenty of district players of the years, a lot of All-Ohioans out here. Some kids that have scored over 2,000 points in their career, some big-time rebounders. We've got a bit of everything that's going to be featured in tonight's game. Everyone looking to put their best foot forward in their final opportunity as a high school basketball player to step out, show out, and leave a legacy here at Olentangy Liberty High School. Again, my name is Brian Strongsville. I'm going to be on the call with you guys tonight. I left the color commentator spot open in hopes that we can get some coaches that are floating around here in the arena tonight, maybe some past players that have participated in this game. Get some special guests jump on the microphone with me throughout the course of the action. We'll also have Travis Berardi down on the floor. That's the camera guy that you see. He's out there on the logo getting these amazing tight shots for you guys. He's going to catch up with some players, certainly both coaches at some point during the night, just to get their ideas about what they're seeing here, how much fun it's been. It's been a two-day process for these young ladies. Everyone arrived in town last night. They got in one practice and then had a variety of competitions that they went head-to-head. One more practice today, and now here they are ready for action. And we got our first bucket of the night. The South Squad coming out and getting it done. But answering right back, here comes the North. I'm going to work on getting the numbers here. The program that we have does not have numbers listed. So as the night rolls along, the girls that I'm not familiar with will start to learn. Screen and roll three is up, nothing but net. Olivia Klanik right there, knocking that one down from distance. 5-2, 5-4 now. Off the attack by Gianna Lane of Hilliard Darby. Be a Division I athlete at the next level. So we got an offensive rebound inside in the putback. It's Riley Thomas of Strasburg Franklin. Saw her on senior night, featured that broadcast for you on the OH Report earlier this season. Coach Tyler Bates running the operation for the north side, his first season with the Tigers. And another three, but this time it's in and out for Klenek. And we got a defensive rebound. North pushing the pace, super unselfish. Deja Reed had that last basket out of Portsmouth. As again, Klenek lining it up from long range. And off the misfire, it's a chance now here for the North. Extend their cushion. Lane to the cup, left it short with the left hand. That one taken away from Thomas. Keep the possession alive. And the pull-up jumper good. Get our first whistle on a foul. And that'll send Riley Thomas to the free throw line. Thomas, the all-time leading scorer for Strasburg Franklin in her career. Nearly 1,700 points, average a double-double during her senior campaign as well. Easy choice as a first-team All-Ohioan in her senior campaign. Loose ball, Love diving on the floor here. Diving on the floor here. Actually, we're going to be heading the other way. Slick crossover, the runner is good. And that's Mya Hamilton from Unioto. Here's Eve Schwemley from long range. Seen a ton of that on the OH Report this season. Confident shooter. Stretches the cushion out to 5 points. That's one area of Eve's games that really improved during her final season at the high school ranks. Klenek lets it fly again. Back iron tipped around. It'll be one and done for the North team. South sets up a three. And not close there for Deja Reed. Though she got one for the ring finger this past season. Saw her down at the University of Dayton win Portsmouth's first ever state championship as a program. Exciting season for them. She was a huge piece of that team as well. Over a dozen points per game for the 5'7" guard. Another state champion with the ball right here. It's Lauren Achmuty. Get it in down on the block. Offensive rebound, the kick out. Lauren to the rack. And the future Findlay Oiler on the board with her first shot. Well short here from Gianna Lane. Leaves it for the North squad, looking to get back on the offensive attack. Those 5 fresh bodies into the mix. They'll turn it over Leads lane end to end. Nice pitch out, some patience. And Kennedy Neal getting into the scores book. Representing Strongsville here tonight and be heading to Lynn University when it's all said and done. Three ball is up and pure. Kate Ball of Chesapeake ripping that one from long range. Just a confident shooting stroke. Strong take down the lane as well there, but too much sauce off the backboard. And another misfire here for the South squad. Little contact, no whistle here for the North. But they'll get it back, launch a three, offensive rebound, and that one misses too. So McKenna Scott with a couple of opportunities, empty-handed. Same thing here for the Freddy's products. Sets up a three ball. And offense has gone cold here as of late. As mentioned, these kids, only a couple of practices together. But how about Kate Ball and the senior campaign that she had? Nearly 16 points per game, a variety pack of statistics, solid rebounder, decision maker out on the floor. Callie Carpenter coming up short. Another offensive rebound off the attack, and we'll have some free throws on the way. Kennedy Neal with the personal. Puts Peyton Mounce on the line. The best pure scorer playing in tonight's competition. And this young lady, from what head coach Tyler Bates told me over on the north side, that she won all of the skills competitions last night. Free throw shooting, three-point shooting, everything. So no question, she's a player to keep an eye on as her basketball playing days continue at the University of the Cumberlands. Off the hesitation, Neal has to pick up her bounce. Now here goes Lauren, and looks like these young ladies, obviously they've been out of season for a little while, but Lauren Akami does a nice job right there, turning into an open space in the lane and kisses it off the glass for two. There's Peyton Mounce again. 5'10" guard. Just has the whole bag of tricks. She can shoot, defend. Now Kennedy Neal with the answer back at the other end. Another 5'10" guard. Such value in the ladies' game if you can stand up near 6 feet and be able to control the basketball as well as those two young ladies do. As Carpenter comes up short there on that three-point attempt. And we'll get wholesale substitutions again here for the North. Schwemley looking down on the block. She'll lob it inside. Thomas going to work. Short, and here's Carpenter ripping down a board. Dribbles into some trouble. Loose ball on the floor. And eventually, the South squad comes away with it. It's Kiara Miller Off the kick out. Schwemley, hop step, had it poked away, and a turnover. We've seen some active hands here tonight on both sides. It's Emmie Duskey just had the rip, and that'll set up Miller heading to the free throw line. What a successful career for Kiara Miller during her 4 seasons at Purcell Marion. Have a lot of state championship rings to take with her to the next level when she competes at Bowling Green State. North down by 3, looking to cut into that right here. As we get a pull up, and this one is short from Olivia Klenak. Duskey with the fake to the corner. Nice move. Uses the window for 2. And now they've got the strip. Ball loose on the floor. Another nice hustle play. Getting down low. Now Carpenter switches to the left as she domineers down the lane. Largest lead we've seen from either side. It's now 7 for the South. And Klenak loses it here on the drive. One more look at Callie going down the lane. Back to her offhand. Freddie's fans certainly going to miss that. 4-year starter, I believe, for them down in Fredericktown. K-MAC championship season this year. And I know on the OH.Report we'll certainly miss seeing Callie. Three just before the horn, comes up short. We'll keep the action here. Actually, we will step aside with a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have a couple interviews lined up for you guys. Keep it here, live and free from the North-South game.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH.Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH.Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH.Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH.Report, the future of local sports.
Quarter 1 in the books of the scheduled 4 here in the North-South game, as it's the South with the basketball. They've got a 6-point cushion, but they've missed it, and now it leaves the door open here for the North to try to cut into it. The 3 ball from the corner, and they just cannot seem to get them to fall as the South gets the ball back. They've got the lead, and Travis Berardi down on the sideline is going to speak with their coach. Trav?
Here with Portsmouth head coach and state champion head coach Amy Hughes. First of all, Coach, congratulations on coaching this all-star game, but you've had about a month to let it sink in. How does it feel to be the coach of the first state championship in Portsmouth basketball history for the girls?
It feels absolutely wonderful. Super proud of my girls, super proud of my town, super thankful, and I feel really blessed to be here. It's an honor, and it's an honor that my Portsmouth basketball team gave me to get here. Without a state championship, I wouldn't be here. So it's thanks to those 9 girls and my coaching staff.
And you get to coach one of them one more time, and Daisha, just how's that feel being able to, get to coach her one final time before she heads off to college?
Absolutely love that kid. Great kid. She's going to have a bright future. She's a wonderful human, and we're just really proud of her also.
And I mean, it's got to be quite the honor being able to coach in this all-star game. Like you said, it was your girls that got you to the state championship, but also the coaching helped out as well. Just, I guess, can you reflect on that, being named to this team and being a coach?
Thank you. Thank you for that. This game is really well put on. It's a really good crowd in here. Real nice, a lot of important people, a lot of special people putting this on, and I'm part of this. So it is a very big honor, and I am, like I said earlier, I'm very thankful to be a part of it. So thank you for having us. Yeah.
No problem, and congratulations on the first state championship.
Yes, we've been celebrating for 5 weeks, and I'm afraid we're going to celebrate too long.
All right, thank you, Coach. Back to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Trav, and congratulations to Portsmouth. Got to watch them in person take down Norwayne in their first ever state title game appearance as well. 53-38, your Division 5 state champions back on March 15th. It's an impressive performance by them as well, led from start to finish in that one. So for Coach and Daisha Reed to be out here getting the opportunity to, be a part of each other's lives for one last game and right on cue. How about Daisha going to work right there? Averaged 12 points per game during her amazing senior season, 27 victories. But back the other way, Eve Schwemley with her second triple so far here of the action. Just so much offensive firepower out here. Second look there at Eve with her bucket. Chalk that one up as something that you just don't see from All-Stars very often. Maybe a little condensation here in the building. It is a little warm. We finally got some spring weather. Very wet outside here in the greater Columbus area as well, with rain coming through. And just a mishandle right there. Up and under. Not sure that was the plan, but Brianna McCabe, who will be headed to Mount Union, gets her first bucket so far of the evening. Look at this one. Whoop. Typically, you're taught to use glass on that. Worked out just fine that time, though, for Brianna. Daisha lets it fly. She's hit her last 2 shots now. And all of a sudden, the South starting to create some distance between they and the competition on the scoreboard. Got Kate Ball getting back into the mix here from Chesapeake. She'll replace Tori C. Bounce pass in the middle, tough shot. That one overshot everything here into the hands of Brianna. They just cannot seem to find it through the bottom of the nylon. That leaves it open for Reed, pushing the fast break, setting it up. The 3-ball finds its way home here from Mya Hamilton. And now they've got the theft. Kiara Miller got a piece of it. She'll send it to Daisha Reed, and she's on fire right now. 3 straight made baskets now for the 5'7" senior. Third team All-Ohio selection the last 2 years. Finally, the North ending the cold drought. McKenna Scott right to the rack, but it's matched. Gianna Lane here from Hilliard Darby. Like that got deflected on the dribble drive by Lene Moore. So the South back with the rock This is what it looked like for Lene this season, a double-double artist with 15 and 11. Did some major work for the TI Tigers. And right on cue, it seems like every time we spotlight a player, they're aware. They're trying to make sure that they are showcasing they're an all-star for a reason. As Lauren Achmidi, state champion from Columbus Grove, with the left-hand finish. Gets it back down to 14. Got a football score going right now, 41-27. And that's where it'll stay with this 3-ball off target. Nice offensive rebounding there on the replay from Lauren. But the North again loses the handle. They've had one too many turnovers so far here in the early going of the game. McKenna Scott, the latest victim. McKenna's going to be playing at Purdue Fort Wayne. Coming up her freshman year in the fall. Over 1,300 points for her career. And a stat stuffer in a variety of different columns throughout her senior campaign. Nice shot fake, but McCabe wasn't buying it. Sends it back the other way. Achmudi with the friendly roll off the Euro step. And now the North starting to get a little bit of momentum flowing in their direction. Deja Reed. She is just a bear to try to stay in front of. Super acceleration, and now the active hands. This is where the South has really done a nice job getting out, running the floor in transition. And they'll end up with 2 more points right there from Emmie Duskey. Nearly back-to-back turnovers by Lene. North hanging on to it, the tie up. And that was Peyton Mounce. Got her right paw on the basketball. And as we see the North trying to get back into this game, we'll throw it down to Travis. He's hanging out with Eve Schwemley of Shelby. Wait for Travis to get his microphone turned on. And now we'll throw it right back down to him.
Now, so I can talk to Riley Thomas, though.
Go for it, Trav.
Actually, I'm here with Riley Thomas. I've talked to her a couple of times from Strasburg. Riley, first of all, you were a finalist for, Miss Basketball in Ohio. What did that mean to you, coming from little Strasburg High School, who's usually known as a softball school, to be given that accolade?
Yeah, it felt pretty good to get Strasburg's name out there for something other than softball. Props to our softball program, but, it's nice to get the name out there for something else.
Coach Bates comes over from Loudonville for your senior year and sends you guys to the district championship game. You guys also knocked off Highland to win the conference title. Just what has Coach meant to you in the 1 year that he's been here to get you guys to the heights of making it to the round of 32 and Sweet 16s, things like that?
Yeah, I think it would be hard to leave what you've known for over 10 years, and he took a chance on us, and I think he worked really hard to get us to the level of the caliber of what we were playing. And, I think he took it up a notch every practice, and he really made us the best version of ourselves.
And you're not done playing basketball. You're moving on to the next level. How excited are you to be playing at the college level?
I'm hyped. I'm not 100% sure if I will play or not, but we'll see where I end up.
All right. Well, hey, if you do play, best of luck to you, but enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Back to you, Brian.
Travis Barty down on the sideline. It sounds like he's been out there working on the floor, and not Riley Thomas catching his breath as she does the same thing, but never a chance to catch her breath with all this talent out there on the floor. And Caroline Ross taking it to the cup. She puts it in with the offhand right there. Pretty cool, though. You just heard from Riley Thomas, who is undecided about her college playing days when she moves forward. However, you know, just such a decorated athlete, the best player in the history of the school. So for a player like that, you certainly hope that they make the choice that's best for them. As Carpenter slithers her way by the defense. Gorgeous stuff right there for Callie. And a foul on the shot back the other way here for the South. Carpenter, I touched on a little while back just what she's meant to Fredericktown, and the Player of the Year in the Knox Morrow Athletic Conference this last year. District 11 Player of the Year and first team All-Ohio and all in her senior campaign, and it really felt like she was building up towards this big-time season that she just enjoyed. Big part of the program over the last couple of seasons, and now she is moving on to the college ranks at Shawnee State University. Wants to be a dental hygienist one day. And I always applaud anybody that's willing to go drill around cavities and such in people's mouths, because it's a job that it's just not intended for all of us out there. So we thank you, Callie, for going to the next level and studying to become a dental hygienist, and who knows, maybe a pro basketball player one day. Eve Schwemley certainly had that dream going up. Came up short there, and now we've got a tie up and down to the floor. We're going to head the other way. Full court pressure being applied right now by the South. Even though they've got a 14-point cushion, or the North, excuse me. Trying to get back into it with that pressure. And they'll get an offensive rebound inside from Emmie Duskey. And she'll set up Peyton Mounce. Just a walking bucket. 2 more on her resume. Schwemley lets loose from long range. Peyton flies in for the defensive board. Trying to lose the defense, almost a 10-second call. And now she will cough it up. Here's Eve, a 2-on-1, an extra dribble, left hand, too strong. But the putback is pure there from Olivia Klenek. She's going D1 next year. Coastal Carolina has offered her a full ride scholarship. And arguably the smoothest player that I've seen out on the floor so far here tonight. Playing that big-time basketball in Ohio. 5'9" guard out of Medina. Mya Hamilton knocks down the second free throw. Daughter of Chad and Mendy. And she had a fantastic senior season as well. 21 victories. And the Player of the Year in District 14. North squad looking for maybe one last bucket before we reach halftime. This is the young lady that can do it. She comes up short from downtown. South already with a big lead. They're going to add to it right here just before the horn. Decay Ball laying it in. And it is an 18-point deficit here for the North heading into the halftime locker rooms. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back. We'll have more interviews and, of course, your second half on the way. Here from Olentangy Liberty. Actually, I think that the executive director for the Coaches Association, Joe Baylog, when he's out on the floor, that means something big is about to happen. So we will stay put. We've got some awards to hand out. With that, we'll send it down to Michael Clapper.
Basketball camp nationwide, where you can learn to be the smartest player on the spent an entire 34 coaching career as the varsity assistant girls coach at Wadsworth. Head coach Andy Booth states, during Mark's tenure, the Wadsworth girls record is 693 wins, 165 losses with 25 league titles, 13 regional appearances, 6 Final Four appearances, and 2 Division I state championships. In Division 4 and Division 5, Tom Henderson of Crestwood High School. Tom's coaching career spans over 4 decades. Head coach T.J. Henderson states, with Tom on the staff, we've gone a 4-win season to 14 wins last year and 18 wins this season. Tom brings fun to the game, allowing our girls to enjoy the experience and the life lessons basketball offers. In Division 6 and 7, Joe Webster of Preble Shawnee. Joe has dedicated the majority of his 23-year coaching career to all levels of the Preble Shawnee girls basketball program. Head coach Andrea Rumble states, Joe not only loves the game, but he also cares deeply about the players he coaches. I have learned so much from Coach Webster. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to recognize the OHSBCA Girls Coaches of the Year. First, Danny Gallagher of Magnificat High School. Danny led the Blue Streaks to a record of 20-6 with a spot in the Final Four. In his 8 years of head coach, he's a record of 119-74 with 7 sectional titles, 4 district titles, and 2 regional championships. In Division 2, Carlton Frye of Winton Woods High School. Carlton led the Warriors to a perfect 27-0 record and Division 2 state championship. In his 4 years as head coach, he's compiled a record of 85-19, winning 3 league titles, 3 sectional titles, 2 district titles, 1 regional title, and 1 state championship. In Division 3, Damaris Winters of Brush High School. Damaris led the Arts to a record 24-3 and a Final Four appearance. In his 12 years, he's a record of 196-92, winning 5 league titles, 5 sectional titles, 3 district titles, and 1 regional championship. In Division 4, Keith Marr of Fairfield Union High School. Keith led the Falcons to a record 27-1 and an appearance in the state Final Four. In his 16 seasons as head coach, his teams have won 3 league titles, 1 sectional title, 1 district title, and 1 regional championship. In Division 5, Amy Hughes of Portsmouth High School. Amy led the Trojans to a record of 27-1 and a Division 5 state championship. In her 16 years as a head coach, she's a record of 259-102, winning 4 league titles, 5 sectional titles, 4 district titles, 3 regional championships, and 1 state championship. In Division 6, Joe Leonard of Rootstown High School. Joe led the Rovers to a record of 27-2 and a Division 6 state runner-up. He's been head coach for 5 years, compiling a record of 79-34, winning 3 league titles, 2 sectional titles, 1 district title, and 1 regional championship. In Division 7, Jennifer Rich of Mogador High School. Jennifer led the Wildcats to a record 23-5 and an appearance in the state Final Four. In her 11 years as a head coach, she's won 136 games with 1 league title, 4 sectional titles, 1 district championship, and 1 regional championship. Congratulations to these coaches, and thanks to PGC for their support of the Ohio High School Basketball Coaches Association.
So there it is, the Coaches of the Year for all 7 divisions in the great state of Ohio. For the ladies, you'll find out who the Coach of the Year for the fellas are at halftime of their game tonight. Here now are your Players of the Year for each division.
Great play for Coach Mike Holwinger and led the Panthers to a record of 22-5 in a state Final Four appearance. Bryn averaged 22.3 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2.1 steals. Bryn will be attending the University of Washington to play for the Huskies and Coach Tina Langley. In Division 2, Elise Bender of Anthony Wayne High School. Elise played for Coach Jamie Carter and led the Generals to a record 24-5 and the state runner-up trophy. Elise averaged 23.6 points per game, 7.2 rebounds, 2.9 assists, 2.7 steals. Elise will be attending Villanova University to play for the Wildcats and Coach Denny Stillman. In Division 3, Caitlin Hall of Background Valley High School. Caitlin played for Coach Nick Harris and led the Orangemen to a record 20-5 and an appearance in the district finals. Caitlin averaged 19 points per game, 5.8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4.7 steals. Caitlin will be attending Kent State University to play for the Flashes and Coach Todd Starkey. Up next is Division 4, Maddie Moody of Archbishop Walter. Maddie played for Coach Christina Hart and led the Knights to a record of 20-9 and a state runner-up trophy. Maddie averaged 18.8 points per game, 8.4 rebounds, 1.7 assists, and 2 steals. Maddie will be attending Northern Kentucky University to play for the Norsewomen and Coach Jeff Harris. In Division 5, Brianna McCabe of Tuslaw High School. Brianna played for Coach Katie Rombauer and led the Mustangs to a record of 17-7 and a district runner-up trophy. Brianna averaged 19.2 points per game, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Brianna will be attending Mount Union College and play for the Raiders coach Susie Paddock. Up next is Division 6, Lauren Knockmuty of Columbus Grove High School. Lauren played for Coach Ryan Schroeder and led the Bulldogs to a record 27-2 and the school's first state championship in its first trip to the state tournament. Lauren averaged 22.9 points per game, 5.8 rebounds, 2.6 assists, and 4.4 steals. Lauren will be attending the University of Findlay to play for the Oilers and Coach Michelle Durant. In Division 7, Alyssa Risty of Tiffin Comfort High School. Alyssa played for Coach Aaron Sheets and led the Seneca to a record 21-5 and a regional semifinal appearance. Alyssa averaged 22.7 points per game, 6.3 rebounds, 4.9 assists, and 4.5 steals. Alyssa will be attending Ohio Dominican University to play for the Panthers and Coach Brianna Sanders. Miss OHSBCA recognized the most outstanding girls high school player in Ohio high school basketball. Now this award is sponsored by Huddle. Huddle provides the latest technology for coaches and players to be on the forefront of a high-performance environment. John Bronczek from Huddle will present the 2025 Miss OHSBCA Award. D. Alexander of Purcell Marion High School. D played for Coach John Mosley and led the Cavaliers to a record 23-6 and the Division III state championship. D averaged 20.5 points per game, 8.1 rebounds, and 4.8 assists. She is a McDonald's All-American, a 2-time Miss OHSBCA, a 2-time Ohio Gatorade Player of the Year, and Arena, Merriweather. Congratulations to our OHSBCA Player of the Year. Congratulations.
So there you have it, the Players of the Year in all divisions, plus D. Alexander, the overall Player of the Year, not just the Miss Ohio for the third consecutive season here in the Buckeye State. Honored, of course, by the Coaches Association here tonight as well. We're going to take a commercial timeout. We'll be back. Second half action on the way from Olentangy Liberty.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH Report, the future of local sports.
We know you love to head to the ballpark, but when you're unable to, let us take you out to the ball game on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and as always, live and free on the OH Report.
She got that.
This Saturday.
Back here at Olentangy Liberty High School for the North-South All-Star Game, we are going to hear from a member right now of the North squad. Actually, the South squad. Send it down to Travis with Callie Carpenter.
K-Mac Trav back here with one of the best K-Mac players, a K-Mac champ, Callie Carpenter. Just like Eve Schwemley on the other side, we've talked to her a lot this year. This may be our last interview, Callie. First of all, how's it feel to be able to play in one more All-Star game before, going off to college?
It feels great. I'm super happy. I'm super happy to spend another day playing basketball. We made it through a great year, and I'm excited to see what's next.
You guys, the lone team, the knockoff Centerburg, to win a K-Mac champ. I haven't had a chance to ask you, but how's it feel to be K-Mac champs, beating your rival to do it?
It feels great, especially for my senior year. It was a great way to end it.
We're going to be like Aaron Sork and walk and talk while you get over here. How's it feel to be going to the next level, playing college ball?
It feels great. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's next, and I'm really proud of my high school team and my coaches, and I'm excited.
Well, Callie, it's been an honor covering you the last 2 years on the OH Report. Have fun the second half, and best of luck in college.
Thank you.
Back to you, Ski.
All right, thank you, Trav. One more look at the profile for Callie Carpenter. As you can tell, she's a bubbly, lighthearted kid, but a fierce competitor when she's out on the floor. So she's one of those glue type of gals you love to have in your locker room. She brings everybody together, and that is why she won a league championship, as you just heard from the horse's mouth right there. Able to knock off their rivals in the process of doing it. And I think that she is going to be a good fit at the college level because her skill set and her footwork. She's got great size, 5'9", potent scorer at over 17 points per game. Had a 30-piece, her career high earlier on this year. So Shawnee State University will be getting a good one, a 1,400-point scorer during her illustrious career that ended with a Player of the Year accolade in the KMAC and District 11 Player of the Year as well. Largest lead so far here tonight for the South. They have opened things up with another bucket. It's a 20-point deficit here for the North, as it's knocked away from Riley Thomas, but it'll stay down here at this end with the young ladies in the white uniforms. And after a bit of a slow start for me personally up here in the broadcast booth. I've got all these kids down. I got their numbers. I know exactly what's going on out on the floor, and I've even got some first half stats that I can share with you when the moment is right. It's Carpenter, the hesitation, pulls it back for three. A little too much, and it'll go out of bounds here. Back over to the north. Callie in the first half, 2 for 4 from the field. She had 4 points. Her teammate Deja Reed, who almost tracked down that loose ball, led everybody with 13. She was 6 of 7 from the floor. Here's Thomas adding 2 more to her total. Riley in the first half, a perfect 2 for 2. She continues the trend here with that shot. This one's brought out, and the 3 ball is good from Kate Ball. She was 1 of 5 from downtown in that first half. Starting to find her form right here. Back the other way, step in 3 for Kennedy Neal. That won't fall. And now Carpenter out ahead of the pack. Switched it to the right hand. I think the defense breathing down her neck made that a tougher shot than it really needed to be. So for the North, they catch a bit of a break. As the player of the year in Division 5, able to rain home a 3 ball, Lauren Achmuty. Perfect still from the floor. She's 5 for 5 in double figures with 11. Tough shot right there, left side, right hand. Falls short for Deja in the North. Getting out on the run, starting to find some momentum now. Swift crossover. Now Miller gives it up top. Here she is going to work, might have got away with a travel, flips it up. And knocked out last by the South. So it's down to 16, the North. Trying to make a third quarter rally here, get themselves back into a position where they can win the game, but they throw it away here on the screen and roll, trying to hook up with Thomas on the other end. Leaves an opening short corner, but it comes up short here for the South and Kate Ball. So now McKenna Scott out ahead, and she'll hook up with Thomas. Her second basket here in the third quarter. Oh, Carpenter with a nice move in the runner. Callie now with 6 points. Late defense comes over, down on the block. You see the acceleration. Thomas going to work. Clanks it though off the glass. Scott able to pull out. She misses the 3 though. Callie with another board. Second rebound so far tonight. As that one buried from deep. First made 3-pointer from Kiara Miller tonight. Is that one poked out? Now they'll push it ahead. Ball out in front, and she's unable to track it down. Kiara, state champions last several seasons. It's really all that she's known. See, featured with her teammate who won State Player of the Year, 3-time Miss Basketball. So a nice sidekick to have out of the senior class, and that's why Purcell Merriam was so dominant over the last several seasons. All they did was win state titles every year. Boy, Tasha Allen. I mean, this girl, when she hits the clutch and the gas, she gets gone any which direction that she's trying to head. Super impressive player. That's why Georgetown College came knocking on the door, a 1,600-point scorer. She had 39 in a game earlier this season. Backdoor cut, poked away. Stay at this end here with the North. Olivia Klanick didn't shoot it very well in the first half, 2 of 10, but She's got such a supreme skill set. You want to see her keep going after it. Just like we see here, and the player of the year in her division, Brianna McCabe, a double-double machine. Offensive rebound and the stick back. The South, though, getting right back to work. They'll punch up their lead to 21 again. Here's the young lady I said needs to kind of get it going. But Olivia again misfiring from long range. She's now 1 of 7 from outside. But Caroline Roars able to come through with the bucket here for the North. Pace seems like it's picked up as we get a block shot inside from McCabe. Carpenter replaces in a second block, this time by Klanick. So back-to-back rejections. And now the North gets their pocket pick. Swift hands by Mya Hamilton. Gets to Gianna Lane. And it's knocked out of her hands down the lane. But check this out. There's one. But what's even cooler than one block? How about this one? The recovery, the left hand, the extension, and a pair of block shots. Big first half for Gianna Lane. Not even close, though, with that shot. 0 for 2 from long range. Couple of head and shoulder fakes here by Alyssa Rishti out of Tiffin Calvert. Player of the year in Division 7. Carpenter switches over to the opposite side. Gianna lets it fly. Offensive board from Hamilton inside, and she'll put it in. South back up by 21, not for long. Let it rain here from Rishti. Her first made field goal tonight. Tori C back out. Hamilton on the drive, sets it up here. Air ball, and right into the lap of Olivia Klanick, pushing with a 4-on-1. Nice decision. The leave off and the bucket in transition for Neal. Get a substitution on the floor here. Emmie Duskey checking back in. And here is Rishti's numbers. You see why she caught the attention of the Ohio High School Coaches Association with almost 23 points per game, over 6 boards, and 5 dimes too. And oh, by the way, the steals, unbelievable, 4.5. Dynamic season. League champions, made a nice deep run in the tournament as well. So Rishti will be missed by the Senecas community unquestionably. The District 6 Player of the Year, first team All-Ohio this past year. Peyton Mounce again. I mean, this kid called her a walking bucket in the first half. That's not an exaggeration or hyperbole. Anytime she gets the ball in her hands, anywhere on the floor, sublime range too. It's a lot easier just to hit from inside like Alicia just did. Second bucket here in the third quarter now for Rishti. Long two on the way, front rim, hops off. Battle for it, taken by Duskey. And now Lane hits the deck hard. Barreled into Brianna McCabe. And she's not going to allow anything easy. Not in her lane. Not even from a lady literally named Lane. Here's Gianna here at the free throw line. First attempt for her from the stripe. Knocks it down. Coach Bates' crew over on the north side. Full roster exchange. 5 fresh bodies into the mix. Splashes the second one. Lead up to 20. The North had it as close as 16 here in the third. It's just been a lot of counter punches and matches. Schwemley back onto the floor and rains down a triple. Eve now 2 of 4 from long range. She's got 8 points on the night. Back the lane, Gianna. Can't get by Eve. She'll try again. Nice head and shoulders fake and good off the square for Mya Hamilton. Her 3rd field goal tonight. Schwemley off the down screen, going to Rack City with the left. That's what's so special about the Shelby Whippet products. Both hands equally as efficient when she goes down the lane. Looking across the gym, seeing Mama Gwen with a big smile on her face. Player of the Year back in her day at Upper Scioto Valley. And a 2-time state champion as well. More end-to-end. Couldn't finish off the job. And it'll be tapped out by the South. Here's Hamilton's numbers from her senior season. Shot 44% from the field. Super accomplished player. Big 3 right there here for the North. Again, trying to put a little bit of pressure on the South, but this just keeps happening. Peyton steps into a triple. Do we get one here before the horn? Just off target for Lauren Achmuty. But the raindrops falling from the land of 3 here in the 3rd. 1 more quarter still to come. We'll see you back here at Olentangy Liberty in just about a minute.
She got that.
We've got 4th quarter action here from Olentangy Liberty, the North-South All-Star game. Pretty good battle going there in that 3rd quarter, but the South with a lot of answers for the North runs, and that's why they are on top right now by 17. Just 10 minutes here remaining in the ball game, but it is the North with the basketball. Trying to get to work here early as Thomas goes backdoor. It'll be tipped out of bounds, though, and they'll have to inbound it underneath their own hoop. I am Brian Skrosky here on the commentary tonight. If you want to be a part of the game and end up in the fan zone, you can hit me with some comments. I'll read them when we get some downtime here in the 4th quarter. No downtime when you're inside the lane. Offensive rebounding like Lene Moore just did. And the Maslin Tiger adds 2 more to her total, but again, another answer at the other end. This is Carpenter with the trifecta. Schwemley hands off. Moore lost the bounce. And we get a moving screen call, I think. Is what just happened, right? Nope. Stepping out of bounds there was Mya Hamilton. Moore off the drive, again knocked out of her hands. I've seen that a few times from her tonight. She's been ultra aggressive. Has turned it over a handful of times. Fake pitch out to the corner. Quick move, and she's able to go good off the square. It's down to 15. The North off the miss, stepping into a triple. That would have been big. Ball still up for grabs. Moore sells out. Somehow Thomas able to tiptoe down the sideline. Schwemley resets in the corner. Boy, she was wide open. Doesn't matter. Raindrops here for Kennedy Neal. You almost never say it's a good shot when you pass up a wide open Eve Schwemley. But if you're a fellow first-team All-Ohioan like Kennedy, it's okay. There's another one right there, in and out. Ockmuty could have brought this thing to single digits. Here's Moore's numbers from her senior campaign with the Tigers. Still undecided on what she wants to do at the next level. Scored over 850 points during her high school career and led the Tigers to a fabulous 19-3 season. Step back three, in the air, and now through the bottom. Mya Hamilton. She's been cooking from outside here in the second half. In total, she's got 3 made triples. Douse down on the block, second chance, poked away, up for grabs, and it's taken with the head of steam here. Reed, nobody can seem to catch up with that freight train. Sometimes she's moving so fast, it's tough to pull off the finish. As this is knocked away from Miller down the lane. Last touch by the North. Reed right back to Miller in the corner. She'll launch, and too strong. Roars with the rebound. Here comes Caroline end to end. Swip it down on the block. Solid fake. Rishti missed it, but it's good to have friends in low places. McCabe doing what she does so well. The queen of second chance points. Up and under in the friendly roll here. Daisha Reed. He's got 8 total field goals tonight, and certainly in the conversation for player of the game when it's all said and done. Six minutes, 20 seconds remaining here in quarter number 4. Been a high scoring affair, as we presumed. Just an incredible amount of offensive firepower out on the floor here tonight on both sides. Shake and bake down the lane, again getting to the right hands. And that's where Reed is absolutely at her best. Watched both of her games in the Final Four this past year. Really captains the ship well for Portsmouth in their capturing of the program's first ever state title. As we'll get an air ball on the pull-up jumper from Olivia Klanick. And it gives it back over to the south. Been able to keep that separation up on the scoreboard. The North, as close as they've been, was about 2 minutes ago when it was down to 11. Carpenter with the offensive rebound gives new life to this possession. The flip out and the 3, a little bit short from ball. Rishti up ahead of the pack, easy finish. And now 4 fresh bodies set to check in for the South. Look at McKenna Scott's numbers from her senior season. McKenna with more than 15 points per game. Second team All-Ohio selection each of the last 2 years. And speaking of selection, the Cleveland Browns have just selected Ohio State running back Quinshon Judkins with their second pick in the second round tonight. That on the heels of selecting Carson Schweischinger, first-team All-American linebacker from UCLA, with the 33rd overall pick. So for anybody out there that's a fan of the Browns, there is your update. We tried to catch up with Eve Schwemley a little bit earlier. Now we've got Travis hanging out with the All-Ohioan down on the floor. What's up, Trav?
Now we are able to talk to somebody I've been talking to for 4 years from the Shelby Lady Whippets, Eve Schwemley. Eve, I was saying this earlier, the final time we're going to be able to talk to each other before you head on to college. How's it feel playing in one more game?
It feels pretty good. It's exciting to meet some new people and play with them.
Here, come. Yeah. I know you got to get in, so walk with me and talk with me.
Yeah, it just is really exciting to play and wear a Shelby jersey one last time.
Just can you reflect real quick over the last 4 years of playing, because you guys have done some special stuff?
Yeah, it's definitely been awesome, and we've made a lot of good things throughout our years, and just this senior year was awesome to have, and it was a great experience.
Well, best of luck and go get them.
Thank you.
Had to get it. I got her.
That a boy, Travis, all the way out to center court to finish off the interview as well. All they got to do is slap a white uniform on Travis and get him a couple minutes here at the end. The game probably out of reach at this point, but not giving up just yet. Another strong tape here for Moore. She's had a very solid second half after just being 1 for 4 from the field in the first. Been able to find her footing here over the last couple of frames. For just 3 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. The South with a sizable cushion. And they've got weapons all over the place. Here's one. Emmie Duskey. I believe that's her first made three tonight. Has only missed one shot so far from the floor. Straight away, bottoms up here for Kennedy Neal. Kennedy really shot it well throughout her career. 21.5 points per game for Strongsville, but we've seen it all night. Girls on both ends can really score the basketball, just like Gianna Lane did there from Hilliard Darby. She's 18.5 points per game and a third-team All-Ohio selection this year. Somehow saved in bounds. Kept alive here for the South as Mounce from Urbana just what? Maybe she took some ballet lessons as a kid growing up. Such value. Most athletes that you hear that have a background when they're young, that they're in dance of some sort, typically it translates to any sport, gymnastics as well. If you can just be a dynamic type of athlete. And my guess is Peyton, she had some time in one of those arenas growing up, and that's why she was almost 2,100 points in her career, had a 40-piece during her senior campaign, and finished as a first-team All-Ohioan for the second time in her career as the D9 player, District 9 Player of the Year, both of the last 2 seasons. Down to the final 2 minutes remaining here in this girls' game. When it concludes, you will hear from the player awarded Most Valuable Player by the Coaches Association. I see they've had all of their directors are down there. They've been chit-chatting and trying to figure out exactly who would be the young lady to earn that award. A lot of prime candidates. My vote probably would be for Peyton, though. I mean, arguably the most accomplished player here in the fields, the Player of the Year in the Central Buckeye League. Even as a freshman, she won it all 4 years. Absolutely insane. And she's had a spectacular evening. Really showcased her total skill set. But the choice is not mine. So we'll have to wait and see exactly who it is that is named the most outstanding player. Both sides, I believe, will have a player that is the MVP of their squad. Give and go to the outside. The three won't drop. So Wilson off target there. Excuse me, that's Neal. Kennedy thought about another three, now backs it out. Two-man game, her and Thomas. And this is where Riley really excelled at Strasburg, basically her entire career. Strong screen, able to zip her way down to the basket with the catch. Now poked away, up for grabs. Sophia cannot save it. Sophia Wilson's coach on the bench tonight, assisting from Magnificat. Here she comes down the floor with the kick out to Schwemley. The three, a little short. Battle for the rebound won by Mounce. Now Eve with the attack, the left hands. Likely the final bucket of her high school career. See if the South elects to put one up here. Here's Gianna, basically a logo three. Mounce, fittingly, with the finish there off of the offensive rebound to give them 108 points for the night. The South squad, your victors here in the North-South All-Star game. Action will stay here as the players line it up, shaking hands after what was really a hard-fought game. Bit of a filling out process. Several of these girls I know are multi-sport athletes. They're competing either in track and field or softball right now, so they didn't have their basketball legs underneath them. But once we really got settled into the night, felt like the level of basketball certainly rose in that second half. They're going to go with Daisha Reed as your MVP tonight from the South squad, the Portsmouth products. State champion, 12 points per game during her senior season, shot 60% from the floor, and had a big night here tonight. So she ends her career on a high note, not just at the high school level, of course, where she got one for the ring finger, able to bring back the first ever state championship to Portsmouth. But the North squad also will be receiving an MVP of the game. At least that's our expectation. There's a lot of chatter right now. Perhaps not. So Daisha is the lone MVP here tonight. However, some more awards on the way out to center court for the OHSBCA. Take a look here at what Daisha was able to do tonight and why she earned that award. How about 9 of 15 from the floor, including 8 of 11 inside the lane. 19 points, second most on the night. Also delivered with 3 steals. So a big congratulations to Daisha. Peyton Mounce, who I thought might be the pick, she finished 8 of 10 from the field, 6 of 6 inside of the three-point line, with 8 rebounds and 3 assists of her own and a game-high 20 points. We're going to step aside and take a quick commercial break. When we come back, you will hear from Daisha with her big night MVP interview just on the other side.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH Report, the future of local sports.
We know you love to head to the ballpark, but when you're unable to, let us take you out to the ball game on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and as always, live and free on the OH Report.
She got that.
This Saturday, catch one of the biggest basketball events Ohio has to offer, featuring top talent from all corners of the state. The OH Report is proud to partner with Bleacher Republic for the Buckeye Classic AAU Basketball Championships, streaming 9 featured games from Fieldhouse USA in Columbus with a scoreboard, instant replays, and post-game interviews with highly touted prospects, playmakers, and future stars on the high school hardwood. For just $2 per game, you can watch all the action on your smartphone, tablet, TV, or PC. And it's only available through the OH Report website. So get your full-day pass at OH.Report/Buckeye Classic and find out who's got next in Ohio high school hoops.
Of the game, Daisha Reed from Portsmouth showing out here tonight. 19 points, and really you were swift up and down the floor throughout the entire course of the action. Give me some insight about these last couple of days, getting together with all these girls. You're hanging out, you get to go up against some very best in the state, and just what it was like for you personally to be a part of this event.
It was a really good experience. I liked all the girls here, and it was really competitive, and I like playing against everybody and just the experience. And also my coach being here, it was a big honor. And everybody back home watching me, I know they're really excited for me and stuff. So it was a good experience.
One last chance to play for head coach Amy Hughes, which was really special for you. And you guys brought back some hardware to Portsmouth, state champions for the first time in the history of the program. So over these last month and a half after that, what's the celebration been like? Because Coach Hughes was telling us she doesn't really feel like it's settled down just yet.
Nah, it hasn't at all. We have a lot of people that take us out to eat and give us a lot of gifts. We still have people we'll be at school and people still giving gifts onto the office and stuff, and we had to come down and get them. It's a lot. Everybody is really appreciative that we won it for them, and it's still not over.
Yeah, 27-1 overall record. Of course, you bring back the hardware, and for you personally, a 1,600-point scorer. But during your senior year, you kind of took a little bit of a backseat just in terms of your scoring role. As a player, how would you describe yourself? You do a lot of different things out there. You're very good with the basketball. If you had to give me kind of a bio of yourself and as a basketball player, fill us all in. Who are you?
Oh, I don't really know. I kind of just play, as in watching basketball, college basketball, most of high school basketball. I just picked up a lot of stuff and just sharing the ball, also knowing how to score, and just being that type of player, not the selfish player, but also both of that combined, sharing the ball and just being a good teammate.
You were that tonight, 3 assists for you as well, and ultimately you get the win here, your team going over 100 points. How satisfying is it to go out on top, not just in your high school career, but then in the North-South game, another victory?
It was really good. I just what I wanted to do up here, just come and win and just show why I'm here.
Well, big congratulations on being named the player of the game tonight, Daisha. We got a tradition here on the OH Report. Before we turn you loose, you just want to look into the camera and just shout out anybody that you would like to help make you a better basketball player in your career.
I shout out my dad, most definitely, Amy Hughes and Mike Hughes also, and all my teammates back home.
All right, Daisha Reed, the MVP from the North-South All-Star Game. Thanks so much for the time.
Thank you.
She got that.
Post-game coverage presented by BS Media Productions tonight here at the North-South All-Star Game, where it's the South with a 108-89 victory. They get it done, punching a victory onto their long resumes in the final game of their high school careers. We'll take a look at the final stats here this evening, and really I think that the story of the game is just how poorly the North team shot it from long range. This is a team that is full of offensive firepower and weapons. They just knocked down 8 out of 36 attempts, while on the other side, much better when they were able to drive inside of the lane. They only put up 44 shots in 2-point range, and they knocked down 32 of them. So the South, very dominant. They also had 8 offensive rebounds, and they had 13 second chance points to kind of make a big difference in this game here tonight. But we've still got one more to come. The gentlemen are now in the building. Get a chance to see some of the very best talent that the senior class of 2025 can put on the floor here tonight. Shout out to my amazing crew for bringing you the coverage. Travis Berardi, double duty, running sideline camera and then getting some sideline reports and interviews. Even walked out all the way into the middle of the floor to get one with Eve Schwemley at the end of the game. Jory Hollenbeck, your top cam operator tonight, and Adam Thompson is your producer director. I'm Brian Skronsky saying big thank you to everybody out there watching live and free tonight. We'll see you back here in about 10-15 minutes for the boys game. So long for now.